Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're here right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. And don't forget, we have the official Shooting Up North 30-ounce hot and cold stainless steel tumbler. We've just shipped out quite a few of these. If you want to get your hands on one of these, send me an email to alliancepwnetwork@gmail.com. I will send you all the information you need to order one of these Shooting Up North's 30-ounce hot and cold stainless steel tumbler designed by Justin Donay. Great tumbler, great design. Again, we just shipped out quite a few. Send me an email, alliancepwnetwork@gmail.com. I'll send you all the details on how you can order one of those. And don't forget, we still have the official Shooting Up North t-shirt. We've shipped out a few of those as well. You're on our YouTube channel. Go to the top. You'll see Shooting Up North. You see the banner. Look to the bottom right, Shooting Up North merchandise. Click on that link, and it will take you to the store where you too can order a Shooting Up North t-shirt. Okay, so New Japan Pro Wrestling star Karl Fredericks says he's no longer under New Japan Pro Wrestling contract and he won't resign with the company. This is Fightful. It says Karl Fredericks is no longer with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fredericks took to social media to announce his New Japan Pro Wrestling contract has expired and he won't be resigning. Fredericks thanked the fans for the support and the company for the opportunity. Here's what he tweeted out. As of today, August 1st, I am no longer on the contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I will not be re-signing with the company at this time. Though there is disappointment in the ending of this chapter, I am grateful for the last 4 years traveling the world and growing with my best friends. I want to say thank you to the company for the opportunities, and especially thank you to Shibata-san for believing in me and bringing me along his journey with the LA Dojo. Last but not least, I want to thank my fans and thank you to the New Japan Pro Wrestling fans for your support over these years. I hope you will continue to support me along wherever path I have chosen. I just lost the. Give me 1 second. It just zonked out of me. Sorry. It says, I hope you will continue to support me along my path, wherever that may lead. So Karl Fredericks, no longer with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Karl Fredericks, and an incredibly talented young man, incredibly talented professional wrestler. I've seen numerous Karl Fredericks matches, and they're always intense, always exciting. So Impact Wrestling, this is the type of guy that you need. This is the type of guy that you should be trying to get. And I know a lot of people are going to be commenting, oh, but he's not a big name. He's not a big name. We're going to get a big name. Karl Fredericks can become a huge name. He has the potential to become a professional wrestling superstar. And I don't think he's going to be on AEW's radar. I don't think he might be on NXT's radar. I'm not sure, but Impact Wrestling, they should absolutely do what they can to bring in Karl Fredericks. They could build Karl Fredericks up. He could be a great challenger for Josh Alexander and the Impact Wrestling World title. He could be a future Impact Wrestling World Champion as well. Great talent. He's got lots of charisma. He's every time like I said, every time I've seen him in the ring, he always delivers, and it's always an intense match, and it's always a great match, no matter who he goes up against. So I'm saying right now, Impact Wrestling should be doing what they need to do to bring in a potential superstar in Karl Fredericks. A potential superstar in Karl Fredericks. I don't know what the deal is with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He said there was disappointment in the ending of this chapter, so something obviously happened there between him and New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Impact Wrestling, Scott D'Amore, these are the type of guys you should bring in. You should be bringing in. These are the type of guys that will come in and give you an intense, hard-fought match every single time. This is the type of wrestler that fans will watch and they will want to see again and again and again. This is the type of guy you need to bring in. Impact Wrestling should be doing what they can right now. In my opinion, some of you are going to disagree, and that's okay, but they should be doing what they need to do right now to bring in Karl Fredericks, sign him to a 2-3 year deal, and just let Karl Fredericks be Karl Fredericks. I don't know if that's a New Japan Pro Wrestling name or if that's his actual name, but he might have to change his name. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I would bring Karl Fredericks in as soon as you can, as soon as you can, because if he's trained with Shibata, and Shibata really trained him well. I thanking Shibata here in the tweets in the LA dojo. But I mean, you have guys like Karl Fredericks, you have other guys like Clark Connors, you have other young lions. Well, Clark Connors not a young lion anymore, but you have other up and coming stars from the out of the LA dojo, and Karl Fredericks, I believe, is one of the first, if not the first, and I would, like I said, Impact Wrestling needs type of wrestlers like this. Again, he's not the big name. He's not the Bray Wyatt. He's not the Johnny Gargano. He's not. He's not Cesaro. But he will come in and he will deliver big time. Now, I'm not saying don't go after a Gargano. I know. There are a number of times where I push a lesser known talent. There's a lot of comments that say no, they shouldn't be going after him. They should be going after Gargano. They should be going after Bray Wyatt. Just because they go after Karl Fredericks doesn't mean they can't go after Johnny Gargano. Personally, I think Gargano is going to either wind up back in WWE with Triple H, or I think he was talking about Tony Khan. He was praising Tony Khan, but Impact Wrestling nonetheless, of course, go after Johnny Gargano, but they also should be going after guys like Karl Fredericks. And I really hope on the Impact Wrestling social media that we're going to see Karl Fredericks has signed with Impact Wrestling, or at Emergence or something, Karl Fredericks shows up and goes after like a Josh Alexander or something. But he would be a great addition. A great Karl Fredericks versus Steve Macklin. Oh boy, Karl Fredericks against Sammy Callahan. Man, that would be fantastic. Bring in Karl Fredericks. Impact Wrestling, bring in Karl Fredericks, please. Okay, gonna leave it at that. Any news breaks, I'll be watching. Until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye, and stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye bye.